couple in TNA when I was there, and then in Japan I won a couple, and then I went to WWE and won a couple. So I mean, there's a couple championships. That's not really something that, hey, guess what I did. My wife doesn't care. I promise you that.
Which one was the pinnacle?
That's a tough one.
What's up, guys?
Baby, let's go.
Of What's Cooking with the McLemore boys. What you think about that, baby?
I wasn't expecting that. That got me
I got to bring the AJ Styles.
Kind of scared me.
To the house.
Oh, man. If we scared AJ Styles on the intro of the podcast, we're doing something right.
Hey, it's early,
I'm
just getting woken up.
That's right. So you got here yesterday. We're at Talladega, Alabama, man. We're cooking with AJ Styles. What's really cool, man, is we met you, a couple of months ago?
Yeah.
This was Georgia-Texas game late last year.
That's right.
And we went to Johnny's house and cooked a couple steaks, did some Wagyu, and we really connected, right? So
we connected.
We had the honor and the pleasure of getting to meet you, hang out with you, and, God has a way of just the timing of things are just so interesting because, we're doing this TV show with Fox Nation, right? And we're like, man, we want to bring in some superstars. And we reached out and like, man, would you want to come hang out with us at Talladega? And, in our world, we're like, maybe that's a long shot because you're right on the heels of retiring, Hall of Fame career, 20-plus years?
Oh, 20-plus years. 27 years to be exact.
27 years, 3 months, 2 days, 4 hours, and 32 minutes.
We found out yesterday that that ChatGPT lies.
Oh yeah,
and Wikipedia is wrong.
It's Wikipedia. They're the problem, and I would love to go in there and fix some things, but I don't know how.
Yeah.
Maybe I've got to sign up. I don't know, but yeah.
Well, man, we reached out to you and we're like, dude, would you want to come hang out with us at Talladega? I think you mentioned you've been here maybe a couple years ago or something. Yeah. And we're like, we're shooting a TV show. We're going to be hanging. We'd love to put you in a camper, bring the family, and just come spend a couple days with us. And we got a chance to actually sit down and hang out and talk to you and Wendy last night. It was an honor.
I love it. I love it, dude. That's the kind of things that I enjoy doing. The older I've gotten, the more I love sitting down and talking to good people.
Yeah.
The conversations that we can have. I mean, those can last all night long.
Yeah.
But what did last all night long was the music. And it took me a while to get to sleep.
It's not the music. It's the vibration from the bass.
Yeah, just the bass, really, right? That's all you can really.
Unbelievable. The cheaper the camper, the louder it is.
So my phone, I put it down on the nightstand last night, and it would go.
Keep looking at it. Somebody's calling me, I think.
Yeah. So, well, guys, this is a really cool episode because we're here at Talladega Super Speedway. We're shooting a Fox Nation TV show. We got the legendary Hall of Famer, officially Hall of Famer as of last week.
Yeah, it's official now.
The phenomenal one, AJ Styles. I'm your host, John Boyd. We've got our co-host, Big John. And on today's episode of What's Cooking, man, we're hanging out on the infield. We got the bus unveiled officially. This is our first official guest with the new bus.
Hey,
it's a beautiful bus, too.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So,
I didn't think about that. You are our first official guest with this thing being exposed. What better person could you think of than this guy?
What do you think?
Well, why didn't we have the podcast on your bus? What the heck? I know the background, and it's awesome. You can't beat it. But it is a brand new, beautiful bus.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that out there. Maybe next time.
Yeah.
So, you spent a lot of time on a tour bus, right?
I did. After I think 2 decades, after all the traveling, I kind of spoiled myself and paid for a bus. And I didn't have to drive to the next city after a show. Yeah. I had to ride to the next city.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have to find a hotel room once I drove 4 hours to the next city.
Yeah.
I just slept on the way to the next city.
Yeah.
It was some things that, it's hard to spend that money sometimes, but it got me to the age of 48 wrestling because I was able to save my body. I was able to relax quickly and get settled in and have decent food. Yeah. So it was a blessing, but it's hard to spend that coin sometimes.
Oh, trust me, we just did it. I understand.
Yeah.
So
that is something that's very nice because I drive this bus most of the places that we go. But thanks to Bennett Trucking, they're actually helping us porter this thing to and from, because it is nice, AJ, like you were saying, to be able to get through an event and be able to get on the bus, relax, kind of unwind, and not have to worry about driving it to and from. So that is a nice thing.
So let me ask you something, AJ, because we were talking last night about our faith. And
yes.
And I almost said this last night. I might have mentioned it a little bit, where I was like, man, it's hard to walk the line and maintain your faith and not have moments, because we're all sinners,
of course.
At the end of the day. And what you do, you got to bring energy, and you got to bring that next level of excitement. That's kind of what we've done at Fox, is we try to bring that next level of energy and that passion. And when you're up here all the time, not only is it kind of burn you out, but how hard is it to maintain that and maintain a healthy family life and your faith?
I can tell you this, after years of being a pro wrestler, I know when to turn it on and turn it off. And trust me, when I get home, it's off. I'm no longer AJ Styles. I'm Dad.
Yep.
I'm Alan. You know, if you want to get brung right back down to earth, have your family come and tell you exactly what they think of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dad, can you get me this? And of course I'm going to get it for my kids, you know, little things like that. So a lot of people are not able to turn it off. And especially the older guys who came before me, it was hard for them to turn it off. I don't have a problem with it. I just try to stay as humble as I possibly can and remember what's important in life, and it isn't my job.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you a quick story about that for us. We do this just like you've done on your 27-year career. And we were at home cooking with our family one day, and we had some cousins come from out of town, and they've always just seen us up here, you know, hooping and hollering and let's go and like doing the show and flipping steaks. And I'm at home cooking like in just my element as a dad, as a husband, as a friend, and I'm like low-key out there, and my cousins were like, okay, what the heck is wrong with John? Is he sick? And they go to Tony, and they're like, is he okay? And Tony's like, yeah, he's fine. Well, they're like, we want the show. I was like, dude, I am at home.
I'm trying to keep my voice, guys, you know. Yeah, I get it. I really do.
Y'all can hear me losing my voice. This has been a couple days of just nonstop, and I did my best. It started going downhill when I gave you the intro for the TV show.
Yeah, you told me. I was like, man, I'm going to lose my voice. I gotta find a way to keep it to the end. So we'll see. We're not quite there yet.
So we kind of talked a little bit about your faith. And tell me a little bit about your family. You know, Wendy and the kids.
Yeah, been married. In August will be 26 years. High school sweethearts.
That's amazing.
You know, and we were able to have 4 unbelievably awesome kids.
Yeah.
Who I had to beat. I'm just kidding. That's not exactly true. But you know, it's weird just saying that. And I was like, man, I was rougher on my boys than my daughter, of course, and you'll figure this out. Like, they're different. They're different, man. I can look at my daughter and just give her the mean face, and she'll cry, and it'll break my heart. So, not the same with the boys, where you know, I'd be gone for weeks, and I'd be like, "Hey guys," I'm like, "Hey Dad," but my daughter had been. You know, she'll call me every day to tell me how much she misses me and loves me, and tells me she loves me for no reason whatsoever. I've done nothing. But she just loves me. So I don't think daughters are made for moms. I think they're made for dads.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
They are a blessing, dude. I hope.
Well, because y'all got 3 and then the daughter.
Yeah,
And she's a couple years after your son.
Well, she was the most beautiful surprise that God has ever blessed us with, and I'm so happy that he did, because every man should have a daughter, because this love that they bring to the family.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because I was speaking of NASCAR, right? They talk about how drivers who in the early part of their career have that edge, and they're mean, and they have kids, maybe a daughter, and they lose a little bit of that edge. Do you feel like you lost any of that when you got in the ring after having a daughter?
As soon as you said it, I would be on a plane flying from country to country, and not giving a care in the world if this plane went down in the ocean. I know where I'm going when it's over, but as soon as I started having kids, I got a little bit more worried about turbulence, and stuff on the plane. So it was
That's
little
crazy.
things, and I become a little bit more of a wuss. Like you watch movies and it has anything to do with kids, you start crying a little bit, and it gets worse the older you get. Like it's incredible the emotions that you go through once you have kids, and I'm sure you're getting a dose of that right now.
Yeah, bro.
You watch movies that have anything to do with like child abuse, and man, you're ready to rip somebody's head off.
Yes,
Dude,
sir.
it's crazy how, like, whether it's watching movies or like these kind of events, because I was telling you last night that my wife is so different than me, Bree, and how she brings me back down. She don't care. She loves you. She don't care that you just got in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
You're just AJ. You're just another, one of God's creatures, and God's sons and daughters, right, to her. So she kind of brings me that down. And it's funny because in the midst of all this chaos that we got going on, she's that, like, calm a little bit. And now having a kid, it's interesting because it definitely makes your perspective changes. And until you have kids, it just, it's hard to explain. And Dad, you tell me, did it change for you as a CEO? Like the grind that you were on once you started having kids?
100%. And a story that I will never, ever forget is, you know this, AJ, doing it for 27 years. As a CEO, there were times that I was on the road and it was crazy, and I'd be gone for 10 or 12 days at a time. I get home from a trip, and out of everything that I just accomplished on that trip, the most important thing that I was looking forward to is coming home to my kids. And I'd been gone, frequently. I get home, got my bags in my hand, I walk in, and my 3 kids are literally laying on the floor watching TV. And I walk in, surprised, they're right there. I say, "Hey, Dad's home." And my 3 kids go, "Hey, Dad." They go right back to watching TV. I put my bags down, turned the TV off, hugged my kids, and it hit me like a brick. I was like, you know what? It doesn't matter how big I can grow this global company. It doesn't matter what I'm trying to do for everybody else out there in the world. It really brought me to my knees that my kids did not get up off that floor and run to their dad's arms. And I thought, from that moment forward, I've got to really get my priorities in check, AJ. And I tried to do that because we've always said, if your priorities are out of line, it's God first, family second.
That's right.
And then you got to have your country, you got to have your health. And then our job and our careers should be number 5 on that priority list. And if you get that up above any of the family and the God, you will fail at your job. And even if you succeed and create this wealth and this brand that you're doing it for, if your family's not willing to, like, get up off the ground and come rush into your arms, it ain't worth it.
I agree. Totally agree.
And it was a moment for me.
Not to get personal, but was there a moment in your career where you felt like, because let's be honest, right? We're all hard work and grind. We're grinders, right? You don't get to where you're at without grinding and sacrificing. Were there moments in your career where you're like, yeah, I might be a little bit out of alignment here?
Sure. There's some times where you've put, your job. But like you said, sometimes your priorities get out of order, and you can tell, just the way life's going for you when it's out of order. It just doesn't make sense, and things seem chaotic at times, and so it's very difficult. Things, there's been many a times where I've been on the road, and Wendy and I have been arguing, and it's the worst. It was because my priorities are out of order.
That's right.
So, and it's a lonely road. A lot of people don't know that because we're always hustling, we're always moving, and we're around people all the time. But it's very lonely when you don't have people that you can count on, especially people that you love. And at the end of the day, I said this to you guys the other day, it's all you have left is your family, is the people that are close to you. So when the job is over, you don't want to miss out on that family part.
All those fans are not going to come to your funeral.
No, they're not.
Well, maybe his.
Maybe he is.
No, they won't. And listen, here's the reality of Hall of Fame retiring in a couple years. I'll be an afterthought. That's just the reality of the business. Out of sight, out of mind. And I get it, and I'm okay with that. But a lot of people, it's going to be hard for them to adjust if they put all their energy and everything into that job or whatever it is.
That's
So
right.
tell me about, like, we're a father-son duo, and it's. I mean, we love it. I love him. We're business partners, but it's hard. I mean, you spend a lot of time with the same person, whether they're your family or a friend. You're gonna have moments. What's it like with your son? And remind me, which son is it that's wrestling?
Number 2. So I always say number 2 because, of course, I've got 3 sons. He's my second oldest. His name's Avery. And, he's learning from scratch. Even though he's watched it his whole life, he was never into it. He liked playing with his wrestlers and stuff, but he never really was obsessed with it.
Yeah.
So to teach him from scratch is a little bit more difficult than I thought because I have so much information that I want to share with him.
Yeah.
It's too much at one time, though.
Yeah.
So I have to pull it back and then make sure he goes over and understand why we do the things that we do. Not just, I don't want you to just do them. But there's a reason why we do it this way.
Right.
And to explain all that takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
And the worst part is when something doesn't go the way it should.
Sure.
As his dad, it is my fault. if it were someone else coaching, it'd be his fault.
Yeah.
But I'm dad, and I got to realize that, and that's difficult for me.
How
sometimes.
old is he?
He's 19.
19.
And is that difficult to maintain this working relationship now and your father-son friendship or father-son relationship?
No, because there's been many a time where we're driving back home. He goes and he'd be like, "Hey, Dad, I'm sorry. I yelled and I got mad. I'm just mad at myself." And it's a chance for us to bond over something that has nothing to do with wrestling.
Right.
It's our time to talk, dude. One of the best conversations that we had the other day is a difficult one, and we talk about faith, and we know what the end is. We know what's going to happen at the end.
Yeah.
And if I'm still on this earth, the scariest thing for me is, let's say it's either 3/4 of the water is poisoned, you can't drink it, and the only way that you could save your family is if you take the mark of the beast. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
And he said, "You don't take it." And I go, it's easy for you to say, but what if you have a 3-year-old toddler running around?
Yeah.
So that's why we're gonna have to really rely on our faith to get us through something like that, because those are tough times. But that's the conversation that him and I had, and I want him to think about what it's like to be a provider, and sometimes how helpless you feel when you're not able to provide. It's a scary thing. And hopefully I'll be dead and gone before that happens, but I don't know. I don't know. This world is a crazy place.
Yeah, you 27 years in wrestling, you'll get run over by a car.
yeah. That's probably.
Don't say that. We're at Talladega.
I mean, if he's going to get run over by a car, he might as well do it on the super speedway.
Listen,
Hey, wait.
I know.
Okay.
His car ran on the track, got ran over.
There is a moment right there because I think you know this on your schedule today. We are getting you on the track today.
Am I getting in the pace car?
You're getting in the base car.
This isn't the first time I've gotten in a car. It will not be the first time I get sick, depending on how fast it goes around the corners. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna check my phone to make sure it's still on the Talladega schedule.
They'll be like, "Oh man, get this guy a bag."
Dude, we have been working for 2 months?
About on this?
Yeah. No, I'm saying on getting him on the pace car.
Oh, at
We've
least.
probably been working on it for 2 or 3 months.
Oh, I love it.
Yes.
On the pace car.
Let's see what they're saying right here. It said it's gonna be here at 2 p.m.
Yeah. So 2
Yeah.
p.m. They're gonna come get you in the golf cart. You'll go on stage. They'll do an announcement. You'll go on
that's
stage
cool.
at 2:20.
Good to go on the pace car, baby.
Love it.
And
It's
ready to
official.
rock.
And
How are you reading that without your reading glasses?
I just had surgery.
You son of a gun.
I want to call it LASIK because it makes me feel older. I had cataract surgery
Oh, shoot.
about a month ago. I'm only 32. How do you have cataract surgery when you're
So,
32?
Are you guys hanging through the Sunday race?
I believe so. I believe we're going to try to hang out as long
We're,
as possible.
we're gonna try to get him in victory lane with us because we are actually presenting this.
Oh, wow.
This is the Freedom Trophy that goes to the winner of the Cup race.
That's unbelievable.
Put that right there on top.
Talladega,
There we go. That looks awesome.
Talladega reached out to us and asked if they were bringing back this trophy. It's got all the branches of the
Man, I love
military. And they asked if we would present it to the winner of the race. So Yeah, we're gonna
love that, dude.
We're gonna try to get you in Victory Lane with us.
Yeah.
That trophy is representation of what America is all about. When we honor the Air Force and all of our military, Marines, Navy, Army, I think that's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of our military. I have a lot of uncles and brothers and cousins that went in the military, and it's different, man.
Yeah. Well, that's what celebrating America's 250 is. As we grill across America, people are asking, like, what are you grilling for? Are you just, like, entertaining people? I was like, we're celebrating the fact that we live in the greatest country on earth, the United States of America, and what better way to celebrate 250 amazing years, celebrate every man, every woman who has fought, who continues to fight. And then a shout out to all of the spouses and the families, because they're just like Wendy to you, Tanya to me, Bree to John. Not in the military, but our home and the rock that we have at home sacrifices at times more than we do when we're on the road. So the men and women that are on the front line are so vital. But if they don't have that base at home to support them, this is a shout out to all the spouses that do that at home.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So speaking of trophies, how many trophies have you won?
I don't know. How about that?
Because we were joking yesterday how many, because I was like, are you a 9-time world champion? You were like, I don't know, it sounds good.
Well, I mean, I know I won a couple in TNA when I was there, and then in Japan I won a couple, and then I went to WWE and won a couple. So I mean, there's a couple championships. That's not really something that, hey, guess what I did. My wife doesn't care. I promise you that.
Which one was the pinnacle?
That's a tough one.
Oh man,
I heard
JD.
You know that sound, don't you?
Yeah, I just asked you a serious question.
Heart just drops.
Yeah.
When your kid, when you know that cry of your kid, man, I get it.
Oh
man. That'll break your heart.
Oh my God,
JD.
rough, dude.
Oh man,
JD's losing it over there.
It's the toughest, dude.
So what's the pinnacle?
I think they all have different levels. When you win your first championship, heavyweight championship, whatever it is, that's a big deal to you, because you're just trying to get to the next goal, to the next goal, to the next goal. Everything that I watched when I was in Japan, I watched a lot of Japanese wrestling, and to get to that point where I was the first American since Brock Lesnar to win their IWGP heavyweight championship. That was a big deal to me.
I actually didn't know that one.
Yeah, there's not very many Americans that have won that title, and to have won it twice was a big deal to me.
Yeah.
Then of course I get to the biggest wrestling company in the world, and
the company.
The company, and win their championship twice as well.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big deal, man. What they're saying is, hey, you're putting butts in seats. This is yours.
That's what's up right there.
And speaking of Brock Lesnar, he just laid the gloves down.
He did. Listen, we all know it's a predetermined, if you will.
Yeah.
I don't know if he made the call at that moment or what.
I was not. I mean, I love it how some fans are like, I wasn't expecting that. I'm like,
I was hoping. He was going. It was a perfect time for him to do it.
Yeah.
It was a perfect time for John to do it.
Yeah.
It was the perfect time for me to do it.
Yeah.
I got to do it. I started at the Royal Rumble, and I got to end at the Royal Rumble.
Wow.
So that was a big deal to me. Brock, him coming up, through OVW, which is, like our performance center right now.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing. So he's been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
So
when you talk about an athlete, I know a lot of people consider you to be the top of the top in terms of athleticism and your ability in the ring. The athleticism that he has, from playing professional football to UFC, mixed martial arts, to wrestling, is pretty impressive.
The fact that he was able to try out for the Minnesota Vikings, not playing football since high school, is stupid, crazy. Like, why? Because he's Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
And he's just the strongest man I've ever been in the ring.
He's the strongest man you've ever been.
I've ever been in the ring with. He grabbed me he put his hand on my head, and I grabbed his hand, and then he threw me to the corner on my feet. I was sitting down. I was like, oh, I'm so glad that I think he likes me because he can kill me. There's a reason why he was called the Beast.
Okay, so I do have a question about that. You get in the ring, and you absolutely are on your game to take that man down, and then the match is over. Do y'all go out for coffee and a beer?
You know, Brock's a little different.
He's a little different.
He doesn't like people at all, I don't think. So I go my way, he goes his way, and we see each other. We say, hello. Thank you, sir. And even when I was going to my suite this past WrestleMania, taking my family to them, but then Brock was he was the first match. So once I saw him take his stuff, I'll go, you guys go. I need to go tell him, hey, man, thank you.
Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
So I did that, and it was important for me to do that because he was a big part of wrestling, not just WWE, but wrestling in general.
Did that mean something to him, you think?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Maybe not.
Right. But it
There's a
meant
lot of
something to
people-
you to make sure you did that.
I wanted to make sure he knew how thankful I was. That,
Right.
You know, we were able to get in the ring and do something special.
Right. Yeah. So is there a different level of intensity to the ones that you're like, yeah, we go in passing to the guy that you do go out and have a barbecue sandwich with? Is there a different level of, do I want to like really bring it any different?
Oh,
or-
no. Actually, if we're friends, I'm going to hit you harder. Okay. Because you know I'm not trying to hurt you. You know, there's been many a times I'm like, why did you do that? He goes, I don't know, man. I just
Because I could.
I knew you wouldn't have hate me for it. And I was like, well, it's fine. It looked good.
Who's somebody in your career that you never got to wrestle that you would have wanted to?
This is always my go-to because I would love to have learned from. I'm going to throw two at you because we're around the same size.
Okay.
And to be able to learn from these two guys would have been awesome. Eddie Guerrero is one of them,
yeah.
and Shawn Michaels is the other. I never got to wrestle either one of those guys.
You never wrestled Shawn Michaels?
No, I tried. He wasn't coming out of retirement. So, but you know, it's just.
I guess, okay, I'm doing the math in my head. I guess y'all.
I was wrestling when Shawn was wrestling, but he was in WWE.
Right, that's what I'm
and
saying.
I never had that. I never got there.
You were not there yet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
but to be able to learn from those guys, that's what I would have enjoyed the most.
Yeah.
And to be able to learn from the Undertaker was a big deal to me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Who's somebody that you wrestled that you had a moment in the ring you went, I can't believe I'm in the ring with them?
It's John Cena.
Yeah.
It was we just thought we'd never have this opportunity to wrestle each other, and then we finally got to that. And the crazy thing is, every match I ever had with him was amazing. I don't know why. I really don't, because
Y'all's chemistry was incredible.
we are totally two different human beings in every way you can possibly think of. But for some reason, opposites attract, I guess,
Yeah.
in pro wrestling, and they were some of the best matches
Yeah.
I've ever had.
Yeah. So, I got a couple just little quick hitters.
All right,
You've been called the phenomenal one.
look at get that snot out of there.
Get this,
hidden.
get this boy a cough drop. Bring two.
I'm gonna say that again. So you've been called the phenomenal one. Where did that come from, and what does that mean to you now that you're a Hall of Famer?
So there was when I was doing independent wrestling when I first started and stuff like that. This guy, his name was Dan the Dragon Wilson. He was a commentator.
Okay.
And he called me the phenomenal AJ Styles, and it just kind of stuck.
Yeah.
Stuck.
Look, you are a redneck.
I am. But then I had a buddy. He just thought it was funny to come out. He was like, "Hey, what up, phenomenal one?" You know.
Yeah.
So started using that one too. So it sucked writing that out. You know, when
Yep.
you're signing autographs, because it's a long word.
Yeah.
But
It's like Trump's signature.
yeah. You can barely read it.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, really?
Keep going. Yeah.
If you had to describe AJ Styles in one sentence, what would it be?
Well, this is what I hope people see in AJ Styles.
Yeah.
A humble, loving human being.
All right. I'm going to expound on that because when we started grilling yesterday,
Yeah.
this man is very humble. And his wife, Wendy, walked up to me and said, AJ is a very humble person, and he is not going to want to put this ring on with you guys.
Yeah.
So I actually got your ring from your wife, Wendy, and stuck it in my pocket and surprised you with it yesterday. And you're like, dude, we're in Talladega. Where did you get my ring from?
Yeah.
You got me.
So it was so funny.
I think I told my wife last night, I was like, I think AJ might be my new favorite person. I mean it, because I was like, he's real, he's honest, he's himself, but he seems like such a
good
good
dude.
man, good husband. He's just genuine, but he's a true professional. Like, you get it. We're all here to grind, and you get the game, and it's hard to be all of those things.
Yeah.
It's hard to be kind and aggressive, and so.
You know what's really hard too is to always put your I'm gonna make sure I say this right. Your best foot forward, meaning you're always trying to be polite and respectful, but then there's some people who take advantage of that.
Yeah.
And so there's got to be a time where you put your foot down and go, that's not going to happen anymore.
Right.
You know, it's a fine line, because
it's a fine line.
Because fans for sure think they know us because they've seen us wrestle for years.
Mm-hmm.
And I do love the fans. I really do. There's nothing like, I think wrestling fans and NASCAR fans go hand in hand.
Oh, that's why we wanted you here, baby.
So
this is your people.
Yeah.
But because we've been on TV for so long and they've seen us, they think they know us. But the reality is, you know the character more than you know the person.
Yeah.
And so sometimes that, things get out of hand and stuff like that. But I am always and always will be very thankful.
So then,
Yeah.
what part of your career are you most proud of that you think fans may overlook?
Oh, good grief. What a question, dude.
Yeah.
Dang it.
I know the answer.
Don't answer for
I'm
him.
not answering for him, but I know the answer.
Oh, you know what? There's been times where I hope they understand my faith and appreciate what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Because it breaks my heart when somebody, that I've worked with for so long, like, oh, I didn't know you were a Christian, dude. I didn't.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, how did you not?
Like, what did I not do in my walk?
Right.
But that's a reality because that is what happened.
Yep.
I wasn't open enough.
Yeah.
In my faith, in my walk. So.
Do you ever feel like you got lost in the character?
Oh,
and
yeah.
maybe you didn't come out of that sometimes and go, because it's easy for us to do that. We're so hype that I'm like, I don't know that I remember the last time that I asked somebody if they believe in Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, 1,000%.
Fair? Yeah.
Well, that's a fair question. I mean, doing what we do, being, trying to be this hype guy and stuff like this, sometimes you lose yourself within that character. Everybody's done it. Everybody's went through it. But, we'll get a reality check from whoever it might be, and it might be just someone's going, oh, I didn't know you, dude. I didn't know you believe in Jesus.
Yeah.
So,
speaking of faith, man, we're going to kind of cap off the podcast with two cool things. Hopefully I'm not putting you on the spot when I ask this question, because normally we pre-ask people, but is there somebody in your life, we always highlight a hero of the week. It could be first responders, military, active duty veteran, somebody in your life, teacher, could be your wife. Who in your life that served would you say is a hero for you?
man, it'll bring a tears to your eyes, because I think about my dad.
Yeah.
He'd been in the military, being the youngest of his family, and he was a drunk. He really was. I mean, he had an alcohol problem. But as you get older and you become a father and you understand what they went through and why they did the things that they did,
Right.
The things that they saw, you now understand why they did what they did. He tried to drown those things away that bothered him the most.
Yeah.
And when my dad didn't drink, he was a great dad. I loved hearing my dad at the football games. I could hear him over everyone.
Yeah.
He had that Marine voice, and it was loud. And it was that dad voice that you heard.
Yeah.
So he, despite all his flaws, I love my dad, and he is always going to be my hero.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
What was his name?
Troy.
Is he still with us? Or?
He's not.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Troy, he was a Marine.
He was a Marine.
Wow.
He got buried in his dress blues. That was his
I hear you.
wish when he passed away, dress blues.
Well, Troy, we appreciate your service and your sacrifice, and
100%.
appreciate you saying that, man. That's awesome. The other thing that we do is we highlight a verse of the week. I think, Dad, you got one, right?
I do. It's 1 Thessalonians 5:18. Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Jesus Christ.
Everything happens for a reason.
Every single thing happens for a reason, all circumstances, and God has put so many people in our lives like you, like the people that we're entertaining here. And at the end of the day, when we are in all of our hype, the most fun that we probably had all day yesterday was the 4 of us sitting in your coach, or 5 of us, just hanging out, wrapping up the day, kind of getting to know each other a little bit more because of the circumstances it's put us here. So, bro.
Yeah. Do you have a life
Crazy.
verse?
A
Life verse?
You know, it seems like they change every time I get in the word, right? Like you're like, oh, and you'll get this one, John 3:3 is, you know, like there's a couple of these things that verses that I love, but it seems to change the more I get into it.
My favorite answer that I've ever seen is when somebody asked Trump what his favorite verse was. Do you remember seeing that?
Oh, no.
He's like, I just like the Bible. They're like, well, do you have like a
Genesis
verse?
and Revelations.
He's like, I don't want to get into it.
I get it. Listen, I get it. You know, but hey, despite all his, you know, he's different. You know, that he's a businessman, and I get it.
Yeah.
And nobody's perfect, and at least he acknowledges the Bible.
Oh yeah.
You know, so at least we got that.
Yeah. Well, dude. First of all, as now, I'd like to say a friend, thank you for coming on the podcast. I know our viewers and listeners are going to be stoked to get to hear your story. Thank you for coming to hang out with us.
Yeah, man, thanks for having me.
That was the most exciting thing that Dad and I we were pumped about is actually just getting to spend some time with you. I know we got some chaos going on right now on the bus and bailing, but last night just hanging out with you and Wendy and getting to.
Yeah, that's the good stuff right there.
And I'm excited for you in your next chapter of your life. Now that and I know you're still going to be doing your thing, but to be able to take a deep breath, be a dad, watching you in Atlanta, talk to the crowd and honor Wendy, honor your family.
That was amazing.
That was pretty cool. But the thing that you looked at Wendy and you were like, I'm ready to be a dad, and that's what I want to do. So I'm excited to see that. I'm excited for you that in your next chapter. So
then we got to get you down to the farm.
That sounds fun. Going down to the farm and hanging out with you guys, chatting it up, sitting around a table, just freaking eating. And
no cameras.
No
cameras.
It's the best, but that's the best, right? Because you're open to say anything. Not that we're not doing it already, but the fact that anybody can say anything, that our wives can talk and you go, oh
yes,
you know what I'm saying? Like it's a really great.
When's the last time you've been hunting?
I'm gonna shock you guys a little bit. I've never been hunting.
What?
I know. I have a Southern accent. I do dab a little bit in country music. My dad, when he would go hunting, we weren't allowed to go with him. I know now why. He just wanted some peace and quiet, because he had 4 boys. I understand now. So I was never. I never went.
So we're gonna just in the near future. You got a open invite to come hunting with us.
When you guys go hunting, what do you hunt? Is it
deer, turkey, dove?
You would. We need to get you with us in Pistol Creek. Do some turkey hunting next year.
I'm down.
Yeah, you would just enjoy it. It's really fun hunting. And then if you want to just come and
chill, at least for my manhood's sake, to go hunting, I think that'd be good.
We got you, baby. We got you.
Well, thank you for coming and hanging. I'm excited for this next chapter in your career, but also your family.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
And this friendship and cooking. So we're going to be cooking here later today. It's going to be fun.
Looking forward to it.
Okay. Talladega, Alabama, baby. This is
out.
AJ Styles, the phenomenal one. What's Cooking with the Podcast? It's been another episode. Guys, be sure to check us out at themclemoreboys.com, at the McLemore Boys on all of our social handles. Whether you're watching or listening, we appreciate you guys. AJ, appreciate you being here. Hey, by the way, if you follow AJ, because he has more followers than we do, come follow him.
Yeah, it's got a check beside it. You might ask, what is it? I'm like, I don't know.
We asked Wendy, was like, hey, can we do a collab? And she was like, yeah, don't ask him. Just come ask him.
That's 1,000% true.
He's like,
and if I don't know, I'll ask one of my kids. They'll know how to do it.
Guys, we'll see you later. Let's go, baby.
See ya.